Good morning, everyone. I want to take you on this little nature walk that I'm having early in the morning out here in this tiny little village in Romania. And I wanted to use this little nature walk to talk about how I finally managed to become a morning person thanks to nature. When I'm back in Southern California, this has been my whole life, basically. I have always been a night owl. Like, I have trouble going to sleep before midnight. And before coming here, I was easily staying up until 3 a.m. in the morning. And I used to tell myself that it was because I was more creative at night, more productive at night. I think ultimately what it was is there's just so much stuff happening and there's such a disconnection from the natural rhythms and cycles of nature when you're living in an urban context. And so I think the late nights was just the only time that my brain could feel a little bit of ease and peace and clarity. Now, of course, the downside to that is you stay up really late, then you wake up really late, or if you don't wake up really late, then you're really tired the next day. It just presented so many problems, but I could never shake that. I always wanted to be a morning person because I truly do love early mornings. I find them very peaceful, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't go to sleep before midnight. And so now I'm on this little trip. It's a month long. I'm visiting a friend that lives in Europe, and we decided to come here to Romania because neither of us have been here before. And when we decided to come to Romania together, whereas a lot of people would, for instance, go into these big cities, we decided to come to this tiny little village because we found an Airbnb log cabin. There's nothing around here. You can literally walk through the village in 10 minutes. We're skipping all of the touristy things that we could be doing in order to just be here in this quiet, natural environment for 2 weeks straight. But now it's interesting because like today, I woke up at 6 o'clock. I think the day before was just about 6, maybe even like 5:30-ish. The latest I'll wake up is 7. And once I wake up, a part of me wants to keep sleeping because I'm afraid it's gonna make the rest of my day really fatigued, but I can't. Like, once I wake up, I feel like I need to get up and embrace the darkness of the morning. There's so much ease and peace and clarity during that time. And it's felt so amazing. It's felt so amazing because it's been so effortless. Like I said, I could never sleep before midnight, and it would often take me till like 3 or even 4 in the morning before I would go to sleep. And here, I'll get tired at like 9, and then I'll wake up at 6 or 7, and it's effortless and it feels great. And now I can come out here where there's no one around. It's super peaceful. The other day that I came up here, it was snowing, so everything was white. Life hasn't like really started yet. It's super calm. Going for a quick little walk up here to see the sun coming up over the mountains is almost like a meditation. And then out in the distance, you can see all these little homes with their chimneys giving off smoke from their fireplaces to keep warm. And so I'll go down and grab some firewood. And when I get back, I just feel so rejuvenated and fresh and peaceful. And it makes sitting down, getting to work, and being productive feel so much more enjoyable because my legs aren't restless and my body is no longer yearning to get outside and be in the natural world. All of this is to say that I've realized living most of my life, all of my life in Los Angeles County, some of it very close to downtown, I've realized like how easy it is to forget the importance of this connection to nature. It actually kind of like blows my mind that your brain can adapt so quickly to, you know, the traffic, the concrete, the asphalt, the parking, just the urban lifestyle. And it's only when I give myself these opportunities to get outside, like for instance, where I am here, obviously it's just all nature. But sometimes if I allow myself to go surfing when I'm back home, allow myself to go climbing, which ever since the pandemic, these are like very, very rare. I just never got back in the groove of that. It's only when I finally place myself in those situations, in those environments, that I have this realization that like, I have been missing this so freaking much. I don't know why I haven't prioritized it in my life. And so we've come here because I think now I'm actually starting to realize this ahead of time and prioritize it in my life, which is that I need nature. I can't spend the majority of my life in traffic, the majority of my life navigating parking lots. I'm so over that. There's something different that changes in ourselves, in our bodies, physically, mentally, spiritually, when we put ourselves in nature for extended periods of time and let ourselves just kind of be and sit for a bit. You know, be bored in nature. It can be so incredible. I will end by saying that I truly think that being out here in a little log cabin in nature has just helped my body kind of fit into a normal, quote unquote, normal cycle of life with the daylight, with the sunrise, sunsets. There's just something about being in nature. And so if you have not given yourself time to just sit in a place in nature for a while, like at least a few days, do yourself a favor and just give yourself a chance to sit in nature, be bored, listen to the sound of all of these dogs barking in the distance, and just see what happens. Maybe something beautiful will come about.